Hey guys, it's Vanity, Ezel back on Card 5 Vanguard, Ezel and Vanity, weekly review, so we got George, I'm subscribing to the story. This time we're covering DZ set 5 reveals. This is the week after we have news that we are getting the new Ezel, who I called at the very start of Season 2 and then completely dismissed the idea of because of Akina's losing to Hikari. So yeah, we're just going to work like that. Anyways, let's go into the start of Showy and see what we got, because we got a lot of decent reveals today and a lot of them make my head spin, and I'm probably going to glance over really quickly. So let's get the start, shall we? First today we have Divine Sister Kenneth, so grade 3 to 9%, 13k base. All the rear guard battle that she attacked in anything if this unit is placed on rear guard circle by your Vanguard's ability this turn, or stood by the Vanguard's ability this turn. Okay, cool, this works with Sorb also, literally the majority of Keter. Put this unit to soul, choose a reason, get 5,000 power for that turn. Okay, all around pretty solid, helps get you soul, helps get 5k. Honestly, if this card was released back in like the original D set 2 or like D set 3, you know, when Bastion, Nirvana, basically the OG trial decks were getting support, I feel like this would have been a really good tech card for Bastion. Nowadays, I'm gonna say, like, if you run this, it's probably a budget card, or, you know, if you make a Divine Sister deck, this card could be a very good supporting grade 3, along with our Mighty and the grade 1 and grade 2 that support her. So 4 of Kenneth, or technically the grade 1 and grade 2 that she supports, but you get my point. Then we have Transpiring Dragon, grade 2 and 5 Kashio, 10k base. Such a cool looking card because we all know I'm biased towards anything with an arrow, and of course they have to give it the knockoff G skill. Continues rear guard to guard circle. If your opponent has a card in their G zone, it gets 5,000 power, 5,000 shield. If there's face up card in the G zone, it gets 10,000 instead. So 20k, 15k if your opponent has a face up card in their G zone, which is nice, or just a 15-10 if they have any G zone at all. Not against these cards. I just wish they stopped giving the good arts to them. Then we have Year in Full Bloom Fruitfulness Dragon. Okay, I am so disappointed this doesn't have a Vanguard skill. I said, I don't remember what the last time I said this was, but it hasn't been since like at least the start of DZ, so they've been good about this. But I swear, every single time they do this, they make an archetype, and then they could have given the main grade 3 at least especially because they give it a grade 3, they could have given it a Vanguard and a rear guard skill, and then make the other part rear guard skill, so it's meant to be a supporting unit, but could still be a main Vanguard for budget decks, and they actively chose not to do it. And I'm starting to think the reason why I'm so pissed off about this is because one of my favorite decks of all time, Blue Wings, never got a grade 3, even though they had plenty of time for Bushy to give them one, and they just never forked it over. So maybe that's why I'm pissed off about this. Either way, Year in Full Bloom, Footless Dragon, grade 3, 200%, 13k base. Auto placed on rear guard circle, CB1 check plus 7, choose 2 Year in Full Bloom cards from them, call to rear guard circle, shuffle the deck. If you chose one or less, call to one plant token rear guard. Cool, so it's a way to basically guarantee you get 2 rear guards. I mean, you at least get 1, but because you're always going to get at least a plant token if you don't call anything else, but it's a possibility to get 2 rear guards, one being a full bloom, one being a plant token, or just getting 2 full bloom units, which could call itself and then just get you more full bloom units, so I'm pretty solid. And then auto rear guard when this unit stands by your card's ability, so about 1 choose one of the units in full bloom with rear guard in the same combat as this unit and stand it. Okay, cool. And stand itself can stand the unit that boosted it. This is meant to, I'm assuming, be Granfia support, because Granfia is the only grade 3 in Stoicheia that I can remember off the top of my head that stands, except for Zorga Divine Skill. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure those are the only 2 Vanguards currently that can restand, unless Flagberg Evolution, that may or may not come down the line, wants to say something about that. Either way, the Fruitfulness is not a bad grade 3. I do like it a lot. I think it's nice support. Again, I wish this was a Vanguard rear guard skill, but I take what I can get so 4 of. Then we have Year in Full Bloom Masterful Jarnus, so grade 2 and 5 Kashio, 10k base. Okay, this thing's really cute. It's got the little, okay, here's the thing. If you want to make me swoon over any animal, give it this little puff and I will love it. And then it has butterfly wings as well. Oh, too cute for me. Anyways, auto and placed on rear guard circle, vanilla rear guard, Year in Full Bloom. The card name called plant token to rear guard. Okay, so ideally, if you use this and hit this and then hit any other full bloom unit, automatically you get a plant token off of this thing skill, meaning you have a total of 4 rear guards and 1 go from 1 CV, which is all pretty solid. So 4 of Marchful John. It's just very good grade 2 all around. I mean, a free rear guard is a free rear guard, right? Then we have Year in Full Bloom, a Peace Raccoon. So grade 1 boost, Fat Kishode, K base, act rear guard. Once per turn, if you have another rear guard, Year in Full Bloom, the card name. Retire one of your plant tokens, gives you take the power for the turn. Okay, listen. I'm 95% sure it's supposed to be Granfia support. But she, on accident, quote unquote, please give Granfia a unit that is called Influ Bloom that works for the main Vanguard, or give these guys an actual deck, because I see a lot of potential here, and it's reminding me of Blue Wings, and I swear to God, if you do what you did to Blue Wings here, I will never forgive you, and I will flip this table. 4 of. And by the way, I'm not using a table to record, so that already tells you I'm going to find a way to divine intervention on a table into existence and flip it. Then we have the cards I'm just going to skip over because I'm going to read them, and then I'm just not going to analyze them at all because I do not care for collab cards. Fashionable Witch Love, grade 0 boost, 5k Shosuke base, auto room, we're upon by a grade 1 card, Fashionable Witch Love in the card name. If that unit was placed from the right deck, you get a Fashionable Witch 11 Berry Crest and energy charge 3. Okay, free 3 energy, that's all I can say about this. Then we have Fashionable Witches, Love, and Berry Arcade Cabinet Crest. Okay, one more thing I will say about this. That's a free 3 energy regardless if you go first or second. So, I mean, you know, if you do go first, you basically max out with your opponent who's going to get 3 energy every single turn starting their first turn. And if you went second, well, you have 6 energy while they have 0. So there you go. Anyways, Cabinet Crest continues. You cannot ride cards other than Fashionable Witch. Auto when this crest is put in during your ride phase when you would get it, or when your Vanguard is placed during your ride phase. Choose up to 1 Fashionable Magic card from your drop zone and put it into your order zone. Okay, cool. Then act once per turn, energy blast 3, perform one of the following, check top 7, choose up to any number of Fashionable Magic cards with different grades from them, put them to your order zone, shuffle the deck, and then choose a card from your damage zone, put it to drop, and put the top card of your deck into your damage zone face down. If the card you put to drop was a Fashionable Magic card, you may put this card into your order. You may put that card into your order zone. Okay, cool. Way to get magical fashion cards into your order zone quickly. Honestly, really nice too, because that's just energy blast 3. I don't know if there's one of each grade, but if there is, that's a possible free 4 you can hit off that. So honestly, that's a pretty good skill. And then auto at the start of your battle phase, still boss 2, choose up to 2 Fashionable Witch cards with different cards from your drop zone, and each of them perform. If your order zone has 2 or more Fashionable Witch magic cards that are mentioned at that card, call that card to rearguard circle. Okay, I'm not even gonna try to magic out what that means. So yeah, good set with all that. Honestly, like, this is a really good skill. Like, that is actually really nice. Then we move on to Change to Cute Love, grade 1 boost, Fat Should base. Okay, long story short, these are the magical, to my understanding, the Fashionable magic cards, whatever they are, where like they're different outfits. I did not put them on these slides because I am not going to waste my time copying and pasting like 16 different cards in here. So continuous, if your Vanguard, all of them have different outfits though. Anyways, continuous, if your Vanguard's a Fashionable Witch with Love in the card name, this unit gets all the following abilities based on the number of different fashion magics in your order zone. 1 or more auto rear guard that also match this card specifically. So like, say for example, you have silky long hair, but you also have retro plants. It's not gonna proc this one because it doesn't match it. Anyways, 1 or more different auto rear guard when this unit boosts anything. Choose up to 1 card from your drop zone, put it to your soul. 2 or more, give this unit 5,000 power during both Vanguard and rear guard. And then 3 or more auto rear guard, this unit boosted if you not counter charge during counter charge 1. Cool. Can get you a free counter charge, get you a free soul, gets a 13k swinger or booster. All around, not a bad grade 1. It works really well with this order, which honestly again has really good consistency skills. So I mean, if you want to run this on main deck, go ahead. Then we have Disco Love, grade 2 and 5k shield, 10k base. I'm not going to bother reading that out. You can read it as you want. Continuous, if you have the Fashionable Love, which okay, most of these have the effect, so just gonna skip over that and get on to the different effects. 1 or more different auto Vanguard or rear guard once per turn. When the unit attacks, you may look at the top card of your deck, put it to top or bottom. Okay, cool, can stack triggers. And it works on both Vanguard and rear guard, which is amazing. 2 or more is the standard 5k ability, and then 3 or more contains rear guard or guard circle. It can't be chosen by opponent's card effects. Okay, so essentially Trick Star, so unless your opponent kills a column, thank you for that one, Eugene, this unit gets 5k shield and you can't be targeted. So all around pretty solid, has 10k shield, nice to have, and again, deck stacks, so honestly it's a very solid main deck card. Then we have Lovely Idol Love, grade 2 and 5k shield, 10k base. I'm not going to read this. 1 or more different in the order zone. Auto wouldn't be placed on Vanguard or rearguard circle. CB1, check top 3, so up to 1 card from one of them, call to rearguard circle, pot deck the rest. And then 2 or more, get during your turn, gets 5,000 power. Okay, for some reason all of them have that ability. And then 3 or more, auto Vanguard or rearguard once per turn. When this unit attacks on anything, soul boss 1, choose opponent's rearguard, murder it. Okay, cool. Kills a rearguard for 1 soul, gets you a rearguard for 1 CB. Honestly, those are really nice conflicting skills. I wish Bushy made a deck that was like that, where like they have 2 skills and they have conflicting cost, but the skills do like the exact opposite thing. Like for example, this one gets you a rear guard for a CB, this one kills a rear guard for a soul blast. Like I wish Bushy would do that. I feel like that'd be like a really unique little thing, even if it would be inconsistent as fuck, or unless it would be really consistent. You know what I mean? I feel like that would be really fun, but I don't think Bushy's ever going to do that. Anyways, Love is it's a solid grade 2 for what it is. Again, kills rear guards, gets rear guards, and you're most likely going to have the 3 or more different by the time you get into the, well, to be fair though, they have to match this, so there you go. But either way, not a bad grade 2, so I think 3 over 4 of. Then we have Glittering Ball Love. Okay, well, I will say though, what I love about these guys is, at least for these two, they have a lot of skills that differ between Vanguard and Rearguard, so you know, you have options to use them as ride deck cards as alternates. So thank you, Bushy, for that. And of course, you gave it to the line I'm never going to use. Anyways, Glittering Ball Love is a grade 3 29% 13k base, continuous, the standard ability, and then 1 or more different, it gets +1 drive is on Van, 2 or more different, the standard 5k, and then, but this one specifically says it's active on both players' turns, so good for you. This is an 18k base, possibly with triple drive, and then 3 or more different auto Vanguard, and then this unit attacked in anything. CB1, stand your entire farm or rear guard, and if your opponent's Vanguard's a grade 3 rear guard, all the units stood by this effect gets has power for the turn. Okay, cool. Adds numbers to the front row, has triple drive, has good numbers. All around, honestly, not a bad grade 3, and if this thing was not so appalling to me, I would honestly try to at least build this. So, I mean, it's just a very solid grade 3 score for what it is, so 3 over 4 of. And we move on to Fashionable Witch Berry. So the same skill as the one for Love. It's just when wrote upon by a Fashionable Witch with Berry in the card name. When placed from the ride deck, you get a crest that's Love and Berry Arcade Cabinet. Energy charge 3, and that's pretty much all you need to do. And then again, this is what the cabinet does. It works for both decks. Then we move on to our grade 1, change to Cool Berry. So standard outfit and the standard set of effects. One or more different cards. Auto rear guard, when she boosts, choose up to one card from your drop zone, says to Soul. So were you the exact same word for word? You were the exact same word for word. Okay, never mind. Because this also has the same 5k effect, and this also has the same counter charge effect. Okay, all around not bad, and I am glad that these have the same skill for the sake of me explaining this and getting to skip over it easier. But I also feel really bad because I feel like you're getting screwed out of, like, options, especially because these belong to the same nation. But I guess that's the point of this. I don't really know. I don't really care to find out. Then we have Fashionable Street Berry, standard ability, then auto. Okay, this one's different. So one or more different auto Vanguard or rear guard when it attacks, CB1 draw a card. Two or more different continues Vanguard or rear guard circle standard 5k. Three or more different Soul Blast 1 if when it attacks a grade 3 greater plus 10,000 power. Okay, 20k swing, free draw, all around pretty solid. What I guess I like about this is the fact that they're both cuter units. You get to decide what you want to build your deck around because, I mean, yes, they can ride on top of each other. The main thing is just the grade 1 specifically has to be ridden from, or sorry, the grade 0 has to be written from a specific grade 1. So if you're going to run this one, you have to, as the starter, you have to run this one as the grade 1 of the ride deck, and same for these two. I mean, thankfully the grade 1s are the exact same verbatim, but you get my point. So everything else from that differs. So you can run any of the grade 2s if you want. Say, for example, you like this one more, you can run that one. Or say, for example, you like this one more, Seaside Summer Berry. The standard abilities, 1 or more, it gets 5,000 shield on guard. 2 or more different standard 5k, and then 3 or more different Vanguard or rear guard. When attacks anything, Soul Blast 1 until in battle, when your opponent cards from guard circles go 2 more at the same time. If your deck's meant to be more aggressive, obviously you're going to go with this one. If your deck is meant to be more, I guess, controlling, in my opinion, I feel like this one's just much better anyways, because I mean, it gets you a free rear guard, both of its abilities are active on Vanguard or rear guard, all of its abilities are active on Vanguard or rear guard circle, not just guard circle. And not much of that, this thing also kills the rear guard, but you know, it is what it is. Everyone has their own opinion, but personally, I'm looking at probably using this line just because it's easier to manage. Going to our grade 3, Glittering Ball Berry. So standard effects and then 1 or more different. Auto Vanguard, at the battle she attacked anything. CB1, choose a Fashionable Witch with Berry in the card name from your soul with a different card name from this unit. Ride it as stand. Okay, cool. She can get a superior ride out of this. And at the end of your turn, choose a Glittering Ball Berry from your soul. Ride as rest. Okay, now there is a reason for you to use the Berry ride line because you get a superior ride out of it. And then 2 or more different. Continues Vanguard. She gets 5k, and just like the other one, she gets it during both players' turns. And 3 or more add the Auto Vanguard at the start of your battle phase. You get your entire farm. Get 5,000 power for the turn. Okay, so on one hand, you get beat down and 4 attacks. On the other hand, you get 5 attacks and probably bigger beatdown. I feel like the love line is better. Like, the love line is definitely the one that's going to win you if you get past first grade 3 turn. This one is like, you'll win if you go first. Like, this one you are planning to go... I feel like this one wants to go first, and this one can go either first or second. And if this one doesn't go first, it's going to have a harder time winning. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I see this. Then we have Magical Time Plus. If this card had the ability to skip your opponent's turn, I'd be 100% happy with that. Anyway, set order, Fashion Magic. So act Order Zone, CB1, bind this card, search or drop zone for up to 1 Fashionable. Which card, reveal it, put it in your hand. Then if you search your deck or drop zone for up to, then search your deck or drop zone for up to 1 Fashion Magic that matches the revealed card, put your Order Zone. If you search your deck, you shuffle it. Okay, pretty much it gets you an extra copy of the card. All around, pretty solid, not bad. It's a good card and it gets you PG fodder, so you know it's a form, I guess. Then, of course, we have our PG and Love and Berry Fashionable, which is 20th Anniversary Cafe. Standard PG effect. I'm not going to go over this because I stopped caring about these collab cards about the second I started reading them. Then we have these guys. Okay, this one I don't care about, but this one, I am so disappointed. So we've already been over this, that I hate how Butchie has handled the DZ sets dark boxes where I'm never going to be able to say that right, how they've given them actual upgrades, but they've given them in the form of promos that are meant to be jokes. And while I don't like hate joke cards, I hate like joke cards that are like meant to have like a joke flavor text or maybe a little bit of a joke art. Something like this where it just feels like it's entirely meant to be a joke feels like, especially to something that was already treated as like a joke to me, in my opinion, feels like this is just an insult, especially because the skill is actually good outside of, you know, the joke part of its effect. So continues Vanguard, all your other grade 3 units get intercept and 5k shield. Okay. So already, I didn't even read the rest of this, and I already like this card, and I already hate the fact that this is here. Then Auto Vanguard, once per turn, CB1, ditch a card, choose up to 1 grade 3 from your drop zone, call it to rear guard circle. Okay, so you're not really losing anything, because you're getting the interceptor out of it anyways. But then if you specifically call the OG Triumph Dragon, this unit gets triple drive until the end of the turn. So, just for a simple CB and discard, you call Triumph Dragon, and you have triple drive. And you get a 5k shield out of it. And a body. And then following that, auto Vanguard once per turn at the end of this unit attacked anything, choose a Roaring Thunder Dragon, Triumph Dragon on your rearguard circle, say I stand up, stand that unit, and then it gets 10,000 power for that turn, and basically just try not to cause trouble for the people surrounding you. This card could have been so good. I mean, to be fair, if people, I don't know if this is going to be legal for play in tournaments, but like, I mean, I feel like if people were to play it, it would honestly be very good for the Triumph Dragon deck. I just wish this wasn't a joke card. It happened with Crystonios. It happened with Astrum, but to be fair, I think Astrum was already good. Sarvalso had to happen to it. Ursa Largus had to happen to it. It's weird that Ursa Largus is the only one that didn't get extra skills. Like, everyone else had at least 3 skills or had 2 skills in the form of Crystonios, but this guy just only gets 1, and I feel like it's not worth it. But, I mean, so disappointed, because this skill is, honestly, this card's really cool, and they wasted such a joke art on it. Then we have Saving Everyone from Ursa Largus, Chrono Maki Modoshi. Grade 3 10% 13k base, auto Vanguard. Once per turn, when this attacks at anything, sorry, when it attacks a Vanguard, CB 1 shove another rearguard to soul. Choose up to 1 card from your soul with a different grade from the card put to your soul for this cost. Go to rearguard circle, and this unit gets triple drive for the battle. Okay, it just gets triple drive? That's fine. That's fine, because it still gets you an extra attacker, and it doesn't cost energy, which was the biggest problem with the DZ set Dark Bosses. I mean, you can use with energy on whatever the hell you want to, and I mean, it does a lot for combos. You just can't call the same grade, so honestly, it's not bad. I wish it would have kept the 10k skill, or would have had like a second skill to buff this up, but I mean, triple drive, not bad. They could have just made this card less like this, or better yet, because I don't feel like this skill is a super big upgrade, if they just gave something like this to every single one of the other grade 3s, I would not feel as annoyed as I am right now. But so far, 4 out of 5, this being the only one I don't super care about, they have given the DZ Set Dark Bosses amazing grade 3 upgrades and given them joke arts. And this one, I don't even think there's a joke art. Like, I'm honestly fine. Maybe that's why I don't care about this one, because this one actually feels fine to me. I just don't know. I'm just going to get off that, because I'm just going to get so mad the more I look at it. Then we have Song of Gold Domitilio, grade 2 and 5k shield, 10k base, continues rearguard guard circle. Opponent has a G-Zone card, 5,000 power, 5,000 shield. If they have a face card, G-Zone, 10,000 shield, 10,000 power. Okay, I feel like Lyrical Monster has enough guard power where you don't need to run this anyway, so technically I do well. Then we have Do It Myself. I like how they always have like a blitz order that ends in trios. Like, we have the 3 mermaids, we have this 3, and then we're getting the Sweet or X Sweet trio from that order from all the way back in DZLM set 2, so that's fun. Or not DZLM set 2, DLM set 2, aka the second Lyrical Monster booster set, the one with the Hermina and Portia being released in it. Anyways, grade 1 blitz order, choose one of these being attacked, extend the power for that battle. If that attack unit is a rear guard, he gets 20,000 instead. And then there's a physical card imposed G-Zone, the chosen unit gets an additional 10,000 power. So pretty much the Vanguard becomes 23k base if it's, assuming you do it on grade 3. Your rear guard just gets a free 20, which is all around pretty solid. And then your then if you chose a unit that is, while your opponent has a G-Zone card, and face up, it gets either total plus 30 or plus 20. All around, very solid order. I like this card a lot. I think it's nice for supporting, so, you know, 2 over 3 of. Then, of course, we have Mega Verb Dragon. You guys do not make me feel better, even though this is here. Anyways, continues rear guard circle, Vanguard to Triumph Dragon card name, plus it gets intercept 5 shield and intercept from back row grade on boost 5k shield, 8k base. Okay, you know, out of pure spite of these grade 3 cards, and I was just planning on doing it anyways, I'm gonna make the DZ Sets Dark Box decks for set 5 just out of spite of these guys now. That's how much I hate those promos. Then we have Unyielding Flame Sword, grade 1 blitz order. This thing honestly looks really cool. I wish we got this as a unit. Choose one of your units and being attacked, it gets to perform all the following. If you have 4 more cards in your damage zone, it gets tons of power for that battle. 4 or less cards in your hand, it gets another 10,000 power, and then if your opponent has a face-up card in their G-Zone, it gets 15,000 power for that battle. And this is how you do a support order that can specifically hit G-Zone cards, because it gets numbers already, possibly a free 20, plus an additional 15, making a total of 35. All around, Unyielding Flame Sword, very solid card, and all I see is Dom G when I look at this, so you know what, I'm going to give it a warrant 4 of and just spam all these in one turn, even though technically speaking that's illegal, because Dom G spams 4 PGs in a turn, therefore I will find some legal way to spam 4 blitz orders in a turn. Now we have our last few reviews for the day. First up, we have Nova Grappler Arena Permafrost, so it's a grade 2 set order, and it's a new arena for Rotovisor, obviously. No maintenance or no cost just to play this. Auto order zone, when your unit attacks, if your Vanguard's a Rotovisor and you have another arena in your order zone that is not rested this battle, rest this card, choose one of your units that it's attacking, and it gets auto Vanguard or rear guard. When its attack hits, Energy Blast 3 to draw a card to end the battle. I'm pretty solid, because now we basically have the ability to use any of our 2 orders to either give a unit the ability to draw after it hits, or give your Vanguard, or not give your Vanguard,
Vanguard gives the unit ability to countercharge or energy charge after the unit hits. All-around Permafrost is a pretty solid order, and it does work consistently well with the other order, since the other order requires or gives you an energy charge. So honestly, Permafrost, very solid order, and I think it's a good 3 if not a 4 in a Rotovisor deck. Then move on to Trabant Rotovisor, grade 3, Twin Drive, Persona 13k base. God damn, this thing is beautiful. Active Rearguard once per turn, Energy Blast 3, choose one of your Vanguard's Rotovisor in the card name. Done on the turn, the cost of that unit's original auto abilities become Counter Blast 1, so essentially it's CB2 skill becomes CB1. Okay, all around pretty solid. And auto rearguard, when this unit stands by the ability for grade 3 or greater Vanguard Rotovisor in the card name, Soul Blast will choose any number of your arenas in the order zone and stand them, and if you stood 3 or more by this effect, CB1 and all your former rearguards get, former rearguards get 10,000 power for the turn. All around, that is amazing, because you get the restand from the Vanguard, and now you can also restand your other, you can restand your orders, so then you can use them again and apply for more pressure and get more like resources out of it. All around, Trabant is actually an amazing support card for Rotovisor, and I think this is definitely what the deck needed to. I'm not going to say this is going to make the deck broken, but it's definitely what it's going to need eventually if it wants to become top so 4 of. Then we have new Velinos. First we have Velino Solidario Verb, so grade 2 instead 5k shield, 10k base. I want to push on Rearguard Circle with Vanguard's a grade 3 greater Lascria, or your Vanguard, if your Vanguard's a grade 3 greater Lascria, and your drops on as a card of the same name as this unit gets tons of power for the turn. Okay, cool. So essentially, mill out 1 copy, and then automatically the rest of these are 20k bases. Not bad. I definitely think this is good. I mean, it's a 20k swinger for very easy cheap. I just feel like they're going to be better Velinos, especially because I already have one of them do, so 2 over 3 of. Then we have Velino from Agilia Flatari, grade 1 boost, 5k shield, 8k base, auto rearguard, or not auto rearguard, auto when it scars a card from your hand during your turn. Your Vanguards with the Scry Soul Blast 1 calls card to rearguard circle. Okay, very simple. You Soul Blast out a card, you Superior Call this. I completely forgot if any of the Velinos cost Soul Blast. I'm now remembering that grade 2 that costs Soul Blast to call stuff, and I'm pretty sure there's another one. So Flatari might not be the best, but I'm pretty sure I did say before that they were like a control build and an offense build of the Scry, and I feel like this is going to be part of that control build when it eventually becomes possible. So 3 or 4 Flatari, not bad. It's for Velino that can call itself to rearguard. And then finally we have Velino Solidario Lamafola, grade 1 boost, 5k shield, 8k base. Okay, this thing honestly looks beautiful. Auto when placed on rearguard sword with Vanguards of the Scry, CB1, check top 7, choose up to 1 Velino card or up to 1 order card that isn't a regardless piece from among them revealed player to hand shuffle your deck, and then continuous rearguard during your turn. If you have 3 or more Velino units, she gets Feather's power. Okay, all run pretty decent, 13k base once you have the 3 or more Velinos, including herself in the Vanguard, so you just need 1 more. And to top 7 search for only 1 CB. Not bad. I feel like we already have the other Velino that texts the top 5. So I guess top 7 is top 7, though I feel like this is just trying to replace a unit that's already pretty decent, but it's not a bad grade 1 at all. I think it's worth the 1 4 because I mean it's just straight up replace the other grade 1. And without further ado, that's it for this one. I hope you all enjoy. Next week we have Lisafel reveals, and yeah, so I'll see you all then. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, don't forget to Twitch, and don't forget to send up your Vanguards.